Hey mamas, I want you guys to be honest with me for a second. How overwhelmed are you feeling this year? On a scale of 1 to 10. Are you feeling like you've got this year in the bag, or do you already feel like the year is halfway through and it's barely into February? Because if so, I feel you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. As a content creator, even though the job seems amazing and there are perks to it, it's a lot. You can never turn off. It never stops. There's always more to do. There's always more to follow up. There's always more you could be posting and doing and editing. So this has been like a circle I've been on for quite a long time. I never wanted to be a content creator. That is not my passion. My passion is helping other people feel better about themselves from the inside out. Holistic nutrition is what I got my master's in because I really do care about people and because I know how it feels. I was there once. I was a very insecure girl. I had no self-confidence. Literally, I have a handful of pictures from when I was probably in my teens to 20s because I hated being in pictures. I hated seeing myself in pictures. A lot of it was because of how I felt. I was eating crappy food I thought was good for me, but my face and the puffiness and the bloating would say otherwise. I went from extremely skinny to not overweight per se, when other people would look at me, but I definitely was not fit. Here I am years later after having 5 children, and it's because I have put so much time and energy and effort into figuring out what it takes to be healthy so I can help you guys. All of that to say, a lot has to do with overwhelm. As a busy mom of 4, trying to get it all in, taking care of myself, taking care of my kids, making sure I eat healthy and they eat healthy, all of that can be a lot. Which is why I want to go through the 7 steps that you need to take now to take care of yourselves while I'm making banana pancakes because I don't have time to just sit around and chat like I wish that I did. So I'm going to be doing this. If you guys have questions about this recipe, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will give you the full recipe so you can make them too. There's protein in here, healthy fats and healthy carbs, and it's a great way to cover all of those bases, whether it be for breakfast. I put them in my kids' lunch boxes. After school snack, for dinner sometimes. They eat this for every meal. And I am not going to complain about it because it's great nutrition. But with that said, let's get into these 7 steps to help you guys feel your best while I make the pancakes.
Before we get too far into it, I've created a 5-day energy reset quick start guide for busy moms just like you, so you can have more energy and confidence while losing your overwhelm and self-doubt, and truly start feeling your best from the inside out. It's completely free and simply my gift to help another mama just like myself, because you deserve to feel your best and most confident self. The link is below.
The first tip I want to talk about is sleep. You need to prioritize your sleep. I know. They say sleep when the baby sleeps, which never happens. That never happened to me. But when you have school kids and they're like, oh, you can rest when the kids are at school, that doesn't happen. When I was in my pregnant era or baby era and the kids would sleep, that's when I could finally get stuff done. So no, there was never a nap during that period of time. And now when my kids nap, which is rarely ever, is again when I try to get stuff done. You need to prioritize sleep for yourself. You need to make it a routine. You need to have a specific bedtime, just like your children, that you get ready for bed, go to bed, make it a ritual. You need to prepare your bedroom, have it something that you look forward to. Get those super comfy sheets. The sheets I have right now are like flannel mixed with satin, mixed with, I don't know what you want to call them, but they are literally the most comfortable sheets in the world. My husband is obsessed with them. And I was like, oh, I don't think he's going to like these just because they're flannelish. No, he literally is. These are the best sheets in the entire world. And I want multiple sets of them. Granted, it's winter and it's chilly. So you want those cozy sheets, but it's really important to have the mood in your bedroom, whether it's the lighting. If you could have a red light in your bedroom, that kind of helps calm you down. There's so many red lights out there. It just helps you wind down. You don't want to look at your phone because that's blue light. If you can help not watching a show before bed, that would be good too. Or at least dim the color on the TV or your iPad or whatever it is, because blue light is horrible for your eyes and it helps mess with the melatonin. And so you aren't falling asleep like you want to be falling asleep. There's CBN, which is similar to CBD. It's just a different component of it, which is great for helping you fall asleep. There's so many different supplements. I can link some of those down below to help you guys. Again, just the shower routine, lavender is fantastic. All of that, the noise factor, whether you want to listen to a white noise machine, whether you like no music, there's some kind of app that you want to listen to, there's some kind of podcast. I really like to read before bed. That helps me wind down a lot. I used to listen to an app. Now I have a white noise machine that helps, but it's just whatever works for you. Make it a routine. Whether you need to write it down until you get into the habit of it, that's fine. Most habits don't start overnight. They need to become a routine for them to become a habit. You need to make it something that is scheduled in so that you will stick with it. That is tip number 1. Now let's get into number 2. Number 2, and what one would argue would be the most essential step, is to stay hydrated. So I know when we wake up, you reach for the coffee or whatever it is, but first you need to drink water. I literally fill this up and drink this whole thing before I have anything else. I also like my morning ritual, which I will show you right now. This is lemon water and ACV all mixed in one packet. There's 0 sweeteners, but there is the different electrolytes. So adding electrolytes to your morning routine is huge. Your body's dehydrated. You've been sleeping for 8 or so hours, and you need some hydration back in your body. So yes, drinking water is important, but even more so, if you can add something like this that tastes good, it just comes in these little packets. I only have one left, so I need to order more. There's 0 sugar in them, and this is just such an easy way to get everything, and they don't taste gross. Like ACV, I used to take it in the morning, and the first 2 days I'm okay, and literally after that, I would wake up and my mouth would start salivating because I hated the taste. And you're not going to keep up with anything that you hate. So make your morning ritual something that you actually enjoy, which is why these are fantastic. And then my coffee, you guys know that I put all the things in my coffee. I put MCTs, mushroom powder, protein powder. That's a whole other video of how I make my coffee, but I'm telling you, that helps me get up in the morning and look forward to my morning. It's something for me. Even the little things, just do stuff for you that makes you happy. That's a great tip too. But back to hydration, carry around a reusable water bottle throughout the day. I really like my Fit drinks. This helps muscle recovery. It helps you get stronger and fitter. And there's 100 milligrams of caffeine, so not a ton, but it helps keep you going through the day. Just little things to look forward to. If you don't like the taste of water, stuff like that is also great, as is fresh fruit in your water or mint. Just put some mint leaves or cucumber. It can be as simple as that. If you like tea, drink tea. Caffeine's fine. You don't want too much caffeine, and that does dehydrate you if you're not having the electrolytes to make up for it. That is that tip. And now for number 3. I feel like one of the most overlooked things that we do is eat. We think about preparing our food and what we're going to eat, but we don't think about the actual practice of eating. Mindful eating is so important. It helps your body digest. It helps get the saliva going before your body even starts eating the food, whether it be the smells, the process of sitting down, laying out your plate, setting the table, sitting down with your family, enjoying the company. Really think about what you're eating. Savor the food that you're eating. Be grateful for the food that you're eating. Think about how it was made. Talk about it with your family. Like, where does this stuff come from? How is it prepared? How is it made? What are other ways you can prepare the food? That's ways to get your family excited about nutrition and food and eating things that maybe they wouldn't otherwise want to eat. Those are all great tips. And to go along with that, you need to chew mindfully. You need to pay attention to chewing. Don't just chew and swallow your food before it's even fully broken down. That's what we chew for. And so when you're scrolling on your phone or you're chatting on your phone, you're not paying attention to your chewing. So just keep that in mind if you are talking or something. And then finally, your body does take about 20 minutes from your brain to your stomach to tell each other that it has filled up. If you eat really fast or your meal is not huge, but it is calorie dense, it's going to take a little while for your brain to recognize that your stomach is full. So just keep that in mind while you're eating. Always listen to your body. If you think you're still hungry, give it 5 or 10 minutes and just chill. Go do something else real fast and go take a quick walk. If you come back and you're still hungry, you can finish your meal or get seconds or whatever it is. All right, my next big tip is to incorporate movement. So no matter what you're doing, whether you're waiting for the pancakes to cook and you're doing little calf lifts or leg raises, or you're brushing your teeth and you want to do squats, you can incorporate movement throughout the day. You don't have to work out. I wear workout gear when I'm at home, mainly because I'm not necessarily doing a full hour workout or even 30-minute workout, but I incorporate little bits and pieces here and there when I can, which is really helpful. And then you also want to involve your family and your kids when you can. Kids love to move, whether it's a dance party or going for a walk or riding their bikes. Lately, my kids have these electric bikes and I've been running with them. I hate running, but I don't want my little one to go too far ahead of me just in case he falls or there's a car, of course. And so I've been running with him, which is actually great exercise for me. It's the most cardio besides, yes, I do the rower at home or the bike maybe, but it's been great. If it's just you alone, go for a walk. I love a good walk. I would say an hour walk a day would be fantastic. And to kill two birds with one stone, hop on a phone call. Talk to your mom who you haven't talked in a while, which is usually what I do, or talk to a friend, go on hold for that company that you've been dealing with for a long time and you know that you're going to be on hold forever. Call them. At least you're doing two things at once and not just sitting there getting pissed off at the phone call. That's a great way to get it done, whether it be the phone company or whatever it is. We all have those instances where we have to sit on the phone for hours. So that's a good way to do it. But there's always ways to incorporate more movement into your everyday. So just do that. I'm telling you, that habit alone will do wonders on how overwhelmed you feel. Doing something for your body, doing something for your brain, that's what it's all about. Why are we living this life where we're unhappy, where everything is giving us anxiety and we're feeling overwhelmed and stressed out? It's silly. It's silly. That's not what we were designed to do. That's not why God made us. That's not what we're here for. That's not what we want to show our kids. We want to be happy. We want our kids to be happy. So we need to be the role model, which brings me into my next tip of managing stress. We all have stress, but it can be managed. You need to do stuff for you. Self-care, prioritize self-care. That simple. Schedule it in your calendar, write it down, start journaling while you're at it. Do a mindfulness journal, a gratefulness journal, wake up in the morning and just write a couple things you're grateful for, as well as stuff that you want to get done in the day. And then deep breathing. I'm telling you, deep breathing makes a world of difference. When you're pissed off, taking a few deep breaths, so good. Sometimes if you're sitting on the toilet, even if you're just going pee and you just lean your head back like this and take a few deep breaths, it releases the tension in your neck. We don't really do that with our neck. We probably should. Even doing that, I can feel how tight it is back here. It'll open you up for the day. It allows the full energy, the full air to come in, and those movements alone can change your day. It can change the outlook of your day. The journaling, all of that. It sounds silly, but there's a reason why there are a zillion journals on Amazon. There's a reason why there's so many podcasts about people talking about journaling and mindfulness and deep breathing, because it works. It really does manage stress. And next, something you know I all love is plan your meals. So whether it's batch cooking, writing down recipes for the week, making easy snacks that you can take on the go. I have a lunchbox that is always right there, always filled with some kind of snack. I do restock it before we go. I'll usually add more, but it is always there, running out the door. My kids are always hungry. I'm always hungry. Someone in my family is always hungry. Just having simple snacks to take on the go makes the stress level so much better. We as women get hangry. Have you seen a hangry child or a hangry pack of 4 children? It is not fun. It's literally a show. It is crazy. Make sure when it comes to eating that you just take a little while to prepare. It's not that hard. I'm preparing pancakes for the week for that very reason. And finally, before I get to cooking my pancakes, I want to talk about number 7, which is cultivate a positive mindset. Our mindset changes the outcome of our life. It truly does. When you think positively, you think of all the things that you have and are grateful for, I'm telling you, your life will change for the better. Maybe you're overwhelmed and stressed out, but think, I'm so overwhelmed and stressed out because I can afford to allow my children to do all these activities, because I have so many children. God bless me with so many children that I can do activities with them. That alone should change your outlook on what you're doing with them. Taking them to sports practices. And I have healthy kids that can actually do sport. When my son broke his collarbone, I appreciated him playing football so much more because I did take it for granted and it was taken away. Fortunately, he's better now. That's, again, a whole other story. But just that positive outcome, that positive mindset. Journal in the morning, the gratitude journal, already talked a little bit about it. That plays a big difference. Who you surround yourself with positive people. Listen to positive podcasts. Read uplifting books that are going to change you, that are going to make you better. And then celebrate your little achievements. Whether it's, I drank my morning ritual every day this week, or I snuck in a workout. I went for a walk. I played with my kids longer than I normally do. I appreciated putting them to bed, not because they're going to bed, but because I got to spend time with them and read them a book. All of those things. Change your daily habits and you will change your life. Let's make this year the best year yet. Feel your best from the inside out. I am here to help you all along the way. That's what I love to do. It truly makes me so happy. So share your wins with me and let's do this together. Watch this video. If you find this content helpful, which I hope you do, subscribe, share with a friend. I want to get my content out in front of as many people as possible to help you guys. Yes, it flatters me when people like my videos and share them, but that's not what this is about. It's about helping other people, because the more positivity and happy people we have in the world, the more happy and healthy children we have in the world, that's what makes me happy, and I hope it makes you guys happy too.